Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy G Plans. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
Yo,
Now, did the rap start when you were in the parish? Like, were you rapping before you got in?
I was rapping before I come to. Actually, I had just dropped a mixtape. You hear me?
What's the name of it?
We ain't even put no name on it. See, like my little partner that died, man, him like, I had him by my house one day. We smoking. It was raining. You hear me? So my little partner Stacks pulled up like, what's up, bitch? You still be writing? I'm like, yes. Sometimes nigga fuck with it if I get bored. Like, man, they got a studio around the corner. Let's go in the studio. So I think that was, what that shit called, Walnut Square, right down on Crowder and the service road. So we went over there. We did like 16 songs, you hear me? Nigga like, man, however you feeling, just do your thing. You can come in this bitch, you can stay in this bitch all night if you want, you hear me? So we recorded, I was in that bitch at like 2 in the morning. My mama blowing her phone up. Everybody wondering where I was at and shit. So, my pa was tripping. Once he found out where I was at, I let him hear the music. He was cool with it. He like, man, next time, nigga, just let me know where you at, you hear me? So nigga don't be, your moms don't be tripping and shit. It was late. I used to be staying out late as a motherfucker, but I really was trying to get into it, but I had to be around niggas that really was fucking with the music. Other than that, I'm gonna branch off and do some different shit, you hear me? So yeah, I've been fucking with it before I come to jail, but once I come to jail, and that's when I really got into it, cause nigga used to be, they had this dude named T Shooter, you hear me? And he had like a little cipher on the tip. And nigga rapping and shit, and he was like, man, he like, man, that nigga cool, but I don't think that's his shit. I think he biting that shit, you hear me? Yeah, so once he approached me like, man, look, I'm gonna give you a hook right to this, you hear me? I wanna see if you really can fuck with something. I went sit at the table, beating and shit, you hear me? Next thing you know, I put it down and bought it to him, man. He like, man, dude, really nice. He like, so you gotta fuck with it for sure. And ever since then, I just been writing nonstop. Trial, found guilty, telling me I'm about to get life. I still was just like, look, this just gonna be my story, my testimony. I got something to talk about now. I always told myself, man, Allah too good to me. I'm a blessed child. See what I'm saying? So he not gonna put me in no place where I don't need to be. So, like I say, I stuck to it and I always kept him first. Like, I'm gonna get out this bitch, you hear me? It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow, it might not be the next court date, but I'm gonna get myself out this bitch, you hear me? And I always told my dog G to that, you hear me? So, yeah, nigga made it out, Changeofplanz.
Yeah, you did. Shout out to you, man.
For sure.
And all the high powers, man. Let's talk about the DA, though. So, like, how did the DA come up with this, all right, we got this murder, he did this, he did that. How did they pin all this stuff on you? Did they have a cop?
They had a nigga that was with me, you hear me? Yeah, he when the people, the victim family went to pressuring him about shit, he wanted to like, man, look, that's who it was, you hear me? So he gave me up, voluntarily went to the peep on me. The fucking detective that was on my case was on an old case from juvenile. So this bitch already was familiar with me. This who used to chase me all around the East. I'm saying,
This the Jimmy guy. This the Jimmy.
The detective?
Yeah, the cop.
Nah, her name, what's this bitch name? Garcia, you hear me?
Oh, what's a girl?
It's a girl, 7th district, big old tall bitch, WNBA type bitch, you hear me?
She on some power, they got a Latino power.
Right.
Cop,
I'm talking about, look, this how fucked up it was.
Talk to her.
See, when I first went to jail, it was 2008. It was August 16, 2008, I called that charge, you hear me? So when I went to jail, there was like, he's just a person of interest to the murder, you hear me? It ain't, he ain't being charged or nothing, just, see what he know. If he don't know nothing, just hit him with the curfew violation, let his people sign him out. Once I got downtown, book. Ain't no going home, you hear me? So, this bitch used to be on me talking about since I come home off the charge, all type of murders, drive-by, shooting, anything go on in the East, my name coming up. I'm like, how the fuck my name come up? I don't even be in these areas. Never been in these areas. never knew about these people getting killed, don't even know who none of these people is. So I feel like you just targeting me on some vendetta shit because of nigga.
Jail?
Right. No, this after I come home.
Okay.
See, I had a trial date. What's today? October 8th. It was October 6th, you hear me?
Oh.
And they had a police in that bitch that work in a juvenile court. And he telling me about, yeah, you gonna get life and this and that if you get, you know, if you lose trial. And I'm in that bitch going off, you hear me? I'm going off on a lawyer. I'm like, man, nigga done paid you all this fucking money. You about to send me out. So we like, man, look, put your shirt in. I got some good news for you. Calm yourself down. He like, man, look, ain't nobody coming in this bitch to point you out. The judge already said you about to dismiss the case. So when you get in court, just act like you don't know what's going on. Don't go in that bitch smiling, whatever. Just keep it cool. I went in that bitch. The judge asked me, was I on the ankle monitor? I'm like, yeah. I had the lady Tasha in that bitch telling him how I be doing on the monitor. I'm good. Charging that bitch up, making sure I'm going to school, doing my thing. After that, he like, man, well, look, today your lucky day. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss your case. And now I don't want to see you back in here. Let you go back on Canal to T-Sap. Take that shit off your leg and you free to go, you hear me? I don't want to see you no more. I'm like, bet, that was my first time going to jail. But in the midst of me walking out that bitch, I see the detective, but I never knew who the detective was on the case, you hear me? So, she was on the phone, and you know, the whole little waiting area, you know, there was packed. All my people, family, and friends and shit is in there. It was like, man, you know, I guess she was telling them what's going on with the case. Like, man, look, he walked. You know, the judge dismissed it, but I'm going to find a way to get his ass off the streets. Trust me, I ain't going to let him slide, you hear me?